guys, it's Roxie with Roxie's Broadway Breakdown. Welcome back to my channel, and today I am breaking down the new Broadway 22-23 season. There are so many musicals opening. I think this is the busiest season I've seen in a really long time, so let's get to it. First off, & Juliet. This has been in the UK for a long time. It's been on the West End for quite a while, and now it's finally coming to Broadway. It is a big, splashy musical, sort of a sequel to Romeo and Juliet. Anne Hathaway, not the actress, Shakespeare's wife, doesn't like the way that Romeo and Juliet ended. She's like, why'd you kill Juliet off? And he's like, I don't know. She's like, well, we're not. We're going to rewrite this. And she rewrites it so that Juliet does not die off. They keep her alive and her life keeps going. It is a jukebox musical and it's filled with a lot of hits from like Kelly Clarkson and Katy Perry and just a host of others. So looking forward to that one. Almost Famous. This is a movie with Kate Hudson, and a young journalist gets assigned from Rolling Stones magazine to cover a band on tour, and along the way he finds out about like life and love and a host of other things. I think it's sort of an interesting movie to base a musical off of, but anyway, Kimberly Akimbo. This is about a young teenage girl, but she looks like 75, so I don't know if it's like a Benjamin Button kind of a thing, but that's like the least of her problems because she's like trying to fight a borderline personality disorder, and she's struggling to keep like family secrets hidden. So I don't know if this is meant to be like a really dark and dramatic kind of musical. I don't know. This one intrigues me. This one intrigues me. And it's not based off a movie, nor is it a jukebox musical. All right, we have K-pop. K-pop the musical is a musical based off like an inside K-pop record label. And I like this because Korean pop is a whole genre in and of itself, and we've never seen anything like this on Broadway. So I really have high hopes for this one. I find this one interesting. I think this one's going to be great. Some Like It Hot. Some Like It Hot is that classic movie with Marilyn Monroe and Jack Lemmon and Tony Curtis, and it's about two guys that witness a mob hit, and then they're freaking out and they're like, oh no, we have to hide, and so they disguise themselves in drag and they join an all-female jazz band, and then it just becomes like hijinks and chaos ensues, and it's pretty funny. I think Christian Borle is set to star in that one, so we'll see how that one goes. A Beautiful Noise, a Neil Diamond musical. Now, this is a jukebox musical set to Neil Diamond's music. He is not somebody that I would automatically go, oh, wow, you know, a musical off Neil Diamond's music. I mean, he had a very long and illustrious career, a lot of hits. But, like, thinking I was like, Sweet Carolina, bum, 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 we're coming to America. And, like, that's all I could think of. Like, you know, when I think of like Tina Turner or Michael Jackson or Cher, I was like, I could name like tons of hits right off the bat. He is not one I could do that to, but that's not to disparage him. He had a lot of fans. People love Neil Diamond, so it might be a huge hit. We'll see. I'm sure it will be. All right, that's Just the Fall. Coming in the spring. Okay, we've got Andrew Lloyd Webber's Bad Cinderella. Now, this is based off a concept album. It's already won a Grammy. It's on the West End. But honestly, guys, I love Andrew Lloyd Webber. I really do. He's one of my faves. But I just don't need any more shows or movies or live actions or animated anything about Cinderella. I've seen it all. There's no more twists, or, I mean, he's like, no, this isn't a twist. You know, Prince Charming's gay and Cinderella's a badass gothic chick. And to me, there's just nothing more to be said or done with Cinderella. I don't need it. But, except T Swift's new Bejeweled video off her Midnight's album. That's pretty good. But that's because I like T Swift. But whatever. Moving on. Then there's a host of revivals. There's Sweeney, Pal Joey, Dancing, Camelot. Put all those in the mix. Next, we've got New York, New York. This was a movie starring Robert De Niro and Liza Minnelli. It's where the famous New York, New York song comes from. Music by John Kander and Fred Ebb, who we no longer have with us. So Lin-Manuel Miranda is coming in to do additional lyrics. So, and Susan Stroman is set to direct. So between Stroman and Kander and Lin-Manuel Miranda, oh my gosh, the trifecta. I have a huge high hopes for this one. All right, Sing Street. Sing Street was a movie based in 1980s Dublin, and it had like a lot of 1980s music from like Spandau Ballet and The Jam, and so I'm like, is this movie and jukebox musical? I don't know much about that one. All right, finally, Back to the Future. This is on the West End currently. Have heard great things about it. Like the DeLorean is incredible and amazing. Like, can't believe how they do it. Really cool effects. The guy that plays Marty McFly is supposed to be amazing, so I hope he transfers to Broadway with the show. So there you go. I've also heard, you know, little bits and pieces of gossip from people I know in the industry, like other little shows coming. They don't know if it's going to be this season or, you know, try to get it under the Tony Nom deadline or hold them till next season. So I'm like, can they fit any more in this season? We'll see. We'll see. All right. Anyway, subscribe to my channel. Check out all my other videos, and I'll see you in the next.